Here comes Irving. Tatum to the rim, throws it down.
Hey, what's up, family? It is your boy Fully Matic, and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different from any of my other videos. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to rant, and so you'll see a lot of cuts and everything like that. I just want to talk about basketball per se and the NBA. I don't really want to touch on the playoffs that are happening right now. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and yeah, let's get in the paint. So, for my first topic, I have to mention the Boston Celtics. The reason I'm mentioning the Boston Celtics is because they're my favorite team, and it was very disappointing to see them only have one game, or win one game in the semi-conference, series against the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, the Bucks came in as the #1 team in the league. They came into the playoffs as the #1 team in the league with the best record. And they have Giannis. They have a lot of pieces around him, and they play defense. They're so long. And just watching that series, Kyrie had a bad series, I would say, because he wasn't really, Kyrie-esque. There were a couple of times where, most of the games, he was starting the game 1 for 12, 1 for 10, not really shown out like he has. And I feel as if the pressure on him, as far as no one else on that team, I'm not saying no one else can score, but no one else has consistently scored like that, like Kyrie has over their career. They're still very, very, very young. The only person I would say that, other than Kyrie is Al Horford, as far as a real veteran presence on that team, veteran leader on that team. So it was sad to see that happen, but that's why you play the games. And Milwaukee, big ups to you. As I said in my my last video, one of my last videos, the winner of that series, Milwaukee versus Boston, is gonna represent the Eastern Conference in the finals. Alright, continuing on. Let's touch on these Lakers. Man, what is going on? Y'all are historic. Y'all are historic franchise, and everything's just not working out for you. One, what was his name? Monty Williams, that went to the Suns. Y'all can't get a coach. Y'all couldn't get the coach that you wanted. Nobody wants to go around that mess. And then Magic is like, how are you just gonna leave like that? You could have put out a letter to somebody like prior to that. But I will give him the credit. Before the season, he did say if things don't work out, which I don't know if you consider this season just because it was the first season. If things don't work out, he said he was going to step down. He did step down, but that was a surprise to everybody. And then I really didn't want Ty Lue to be the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers as a LeBron fan. So I'm cool with them, him not accepting that deal, him wanting more money or more years on that contract. That was pretty cool. That whole time I was just like, don't bring Ty Lue there. I know he has connections to LeBron, but I just felt as if he came into a good situation, and the fact that he does have ties to LeBron, that's the only reason why he even got that consideration. Taking a step back to who they actually got, Frank Vogel. When he was the coach of the Pacers, I thought that they did very well. He brought a lot out of those guys. They were one of the top teams in the East. I want to see what happens with the Lakers. It's going to be crazy. They got Frank Vogel and they got Jason Kidd, which Jason Kidd does have some coaching experience. So having basically two people that have a lot of NBA experience and, have ties to the NBA, I think that's going to be good. They'll be able to run sets, everything like that. Jason Kidd hasn't had the best coaching career, but, as a starter, he jumped from basically being a player to being a coach, and so you got to give him some slack. Great, but the Monty Williams signing for the coach to Phoenix was great for them. I also feel as if Phoenix is coming up. They have DeAndre Ayton. They have Devin Booker. They have some pieces. They still have Jamal Crawford, I believe. And so they got some stuff around them, and it's coming together. Now they got a good coach. Can they really put all the pieces together? So it is May 15th. 2019. Yesterday was May 14th, obviously. And it was the first the first game of the Western Conference Finals. So we about to hit the finals, everything like that. And they had the draft lottery. The Knicks, they got the third pick. Unfortunately, the Pelicans got the first pick. And then the Lakers, they got the fourth pick. So I feel as if they have leverage. One, the Pelicans got leverage because they can't get Zion and have AD. So that I feel as if that whole crew would be great. To me, having Zion, adding Zion to that team period, if AD stays and he sees the potential of that team, it's going to be stupid. And then if the Lakers could get another, if they could get another young piece, or if they can get a somewhat of a veteran, maybe not an older player, but someone that has been in the league for maybe 3-4 years, someone that has somewhat experience in the NBA that could come in there, maybe a defender. Yeah, a defender would be good for the Lakers, but also a shooter. I feel as if a big defender, a long defender, and a shooter, somebody that you can give big minutes in tight situations, that would be great for them. Right now, I miss LeBron James in the playoffs. It's crazy. I really do miss LeBron James. Even if he was out of the, playoffs early, I miss watching him. I miss seeing him play. I just miss LeBron. Not saying that these players aren't good. These players are great, but it's just, LeBron, where you at, bro? Where you at, B? That's all I'm saying. Those are my two favorite teams, the Boston Celtics and then the LeBron James, whatever team LeBron James is on. This summer is fin to be crazy. It's going to be one of the wildest summers. We thought last summer was crazy with LeBron moving. Now you got the potential of KD moving. You got the potential of AD moving. You got the potential of Uncle Drew moving. You got a lot of different pieces. You got Zion coming in. We'll see what he's going to do. But I feel as if this summer is going to really dictate what happens in the next 5 years. Touching on the playoffs, because last night was the first game, which shout out to Golden State Warriors. Y'all continue to just be amazing. Portland, y'all got to do a lot better. I don't know what you can do. Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, y'all have to have at least 35 points each per game. Y'all just got to do it. This is one of the things when you get to the finals. Easier said than done, but yeah, y'all got to do a lot better than that. And they didn't even have, arguably, their best player last night. So when KD comes back, what y'all going to What are y'all gonna do? It's gonna be stupid to see that, man. Like, I hope that you guys do play a lot better. But seeing how I feel as if just getting to this point was really y'all championship for real. Other than that, it's like, what can you do? For real. If Steph is hitting and Clay is hitting, and then Draymond's giving them that emotional lift, plus, they still got KD basically sitting on the bench. It's like they really could sit KD down and have him be like, all right, KD, if we get down a couple points, just come in and score like 20 or 50, because you can't do that, and he can't do that. Steph, he could come in. He don't even have to play the first half. He don't have to play the second half. He can drop points, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be amazing to see. I really hope that the Portland Trail Blazers can give them some good games, especially when they go to Portland. I don't understand it, but we'll see what happens, But big ups to the Warriors, big ups to the Dubs, big ups to, Steph Curry, everything that has been going on surrounding him. He shut that down, the whole Aisha Curry situation. He shut it down. He backed up his lady, which he was supposed to do. Everybody was going crazy, and now he's back balling. Nobody's talking about that anymore. Now it's, all right, can you show up? Yeah, after that game, or after that little incident happened, he might have, lost his mojo for a half, but then he came back and scored 33 points. That's just Steph Curry, man. What can you say? Clap it up to you, bro. I'm about to come for the Rockets. I'm about to come for y'all. In my video, so I'm going to put it in the description. I made a video before the playoffs started for the top Western Conference teams. I started that video off by saying, can the Rockets continue what they were doing in the regular season? I'm trying to make it a theme of what I believe in, and I will say, and I'm holding to that. I could care less what you really do in a regular season. Other than your teams that might be lower coming into the season and come up, like your Denver Nuggets, everything like that. That was a successful season. Even though it was a disappointment how they ended their season, it's still a successful season for them. Even if Portland gets swept out of the playoffs, which, it's very, very likely they're playing two-time champs. So getting back to the Rockets, what I said in that video was, can you really do it in the regular season? Or can you do it in the playoffs? And I also said not in the first round, not in the second round, but not in the first round, basically not in the second round, but yeah. And I wanted to say, I wanted to be able to say, you got to do it in the conference finals. The last series for the Rockets was their conference finals. So if they're gonna do anything, they're gonna do it there. But it was such a disappointment. They won. KD went out and they couldn't close that game. What was it? They couldn't close Game 5 when KD went out, and then they pretty much got beat by Steph Curry. They got beat by the Golden State Warriors in Game 6, and it almost didn't seem like a struggle from the Warriors, which is crazy. It's like James Harden. I'm excluding Chris Paul right now. That's cool. Chris, you get a pass for right now. But James Harden, you was doing all this, scoring 50 points. Did you burn out? And I feel as if that's one of the situations with him. He goes so hard and does everything he can in a regular season, but then when it comes to playoffs, it's not the same play style as it is in a regular season. Somebody's saying you every single night so they can figure out what you're doing. I feel as if James Harden just wasn't hitting. He got hit in the eye in game 1 or 2, and so that might have affected him. But if you're a true baller, it didn't seem. Well, I can't even say that, because if you're getting hit in the eye, I'm not a baller, so I really don't know. But at the same time, Steph just got contact so he could see better. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say, but it's just like, what happened? I need an explanation. I just don't know what happened. Are you going to say it's just the Warriors? Y'all just not good enough to beat the Warriors? Y'all had it in the regular season, but like I'm saying, you had a chance. Y'all had the ultimate chance. You are arguably one of the best teams in the West, and you couldn't beat a team that didn't have their best player, and you were supposed to be everybody's savior to knock the Warriors off. It's kind of sad. And talking about the summer is like, what's going to happen? Are y'all going to really keep this team together, constructed how it is, and try to still compete with the Warriors that just beat you? They now beat you. It's 3 years in a row that y'all are out the playoffs early. And yes, it's because of the Warriors, but it's like, that's what y'all are building your team on. So you need to do something else. I just don't know. I thought James Harden was going to have better games, scoring at least 50 points. I don't even think he had 50 points in any of the games. Alright, family, that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please leave me a comment on how you do feel about the NBA and what it's going to look like next year. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Also ring that bell for notifications, and we'll be back with more. I'm Fully Matic, and we out. Peace.